Everyone is asking the wrong question about the Nikon Z9 II. People are asking how many megapixels it has. They are asking how fast it shoots. They are asking how much it will cost. But the real question is this. Is this the camera that finally ends the war between photography and cinema? Because if the leaks are true, the Nikon Z9 II is not just an upgrade. It is Nikon drawing a line in the sand. Let's rewind for a moment. When the original Z9 launched, it shocked the industry. No mechanical shutter. Full confidence in electronic capture. That was a bold move. Many doubted it. Then photographers took it to the Olympics, to the Super Bowl, into wildlife reserves, into sandstorms. And it survived. It delivered. It proved that mirrorless had fully matured. Now Nikon seems ready to raise the stakes again. The Z9 II is rumored to keep a 46-megapixel stacked sensor, but the real story is speed. Reports suggest the readout speed could be more than 3 times faster than the original. That is not a small upgrade. That is a structural change in how the camera behaves. Why does readout speed matter? Because it controls how quickly the sensor captures and processes each frame. Slow readout causes rolling shutter distortion. Fast readout keeps motion natural. If Nikon has truly pushed this to the limit, electronic shutter shooting could feel nearly perfect, even in extreme action. This could quietly kill the global shutter debate for many professionals. Global shutters remove distortion, yes. But they often sacrifice dynamic range. Nikon appears to be choosing balance instead of compromise. Keep the dynamic range strong. Push the speed high enough that distortion becomes irrelevant in real-world use. For sports photographers, that means clean frames at peak action. For wildlife shooters, that means freezing birds mid-dive without strange bending effects. For event photographers, it means confidence in fast moments. Then comes the surprise detail. Native ISO 32. That single number says a lot about Nikon's priorities. Lower native ISO means better highlight control and smoother tonal transitions in bright scenes. Landscape photographers can protect sky detail more easily. Studio photographers can shape light without blowing out highlights. Wedding shooters can manage harsh sunlight with more flexibility. It is not flashy. But it is meaningful. Behind the sensor sits a rumored new X8 processor. And this is where intelligence enters the story. Autofocus today is impressive across all brands. But Nikon may be pushing into predictive territory. Imagine selecting a subject category and the camera adapts its focus behavior. Shooting basketball. It expects sudden direction changes. Shooting birds. It anticipates wing movement. Shooting motorsports. It predicts acceleration patterns. Instead of simply reacting to movement, the camera prepares for it. That difference matters in real assignments. Higher keeper rate. Less missed focus. More usable frames. Now let's talk about the move that could change everything. Red integration. When Nikon acquired Red Digital Cinema, it was not just a business headline. It was a signal. Red is known for serious cinema cameras and a respected RAW workflow. The rumor that the Z9 II may include internal 12-bit Red code RAW is massive. If that becomes reality, this is not just a hybrid camera. It becomes a cinema machine inside a photography body. No external recorder. No bulky setup. Internal Red code RAW ready for grading. That changes how filmmakers approach mirrorless cameras. It simplifies rigs. It speeds up production. Add to that rumored 8.3K open gate recording at 60 frames per second. Open gate means using the full sensor area. That gives creators freedom to crop into different aspect ratios later. One shoot can supply horizontal content for YouTube and vertical clips for social platforms without sacrificing resolution. In today's world, content lives everywhere. Flexibility is power. There are also whispers about built-in 5G connectivity. For journalists and sports photographers, speed of delivery can be as important as the shot itself. Capture, edit, send. All from the field. Another potential feature is hardware-based content authentication. With AI-generated images becoming common, proving authenticity matters. If the camera embeds secure digital credentials at the moment of capture, it builds trust with agencies and clients. Physically, the Z9 II is expected to maintain Nikon's rugged design, weather-sealed body, strong grip, professional controls. The electronic viewfinder may become brighter and fully blackout-free during high-speed bursts. And those bursts could reach up to 60 frames per second in full RAW at 46 megapixels. That level of speed means capturing subtle expressions and split-second movements that were once impossible. Battery performance is also expected to improve to support the heavier processing demands of faster sensors and advanced AI. Now let's talk about price. Industry estimates place it between $600 and $6,500. This is clearly aimed at professionals. But for those who earn through photography or filmmaking, reliability and capability justify serious investment. Here is my honest take. If even most of these leaks are accurate, the Nikon Z9 II could become one of the most complete flagship cameras ever made. It blends speed, dynamic range, intelligent autofocus, and cinema-level recording in one durable body. Instead of forcing creators to carry separate systems for stills and video, it offers a unified solution. The competition will not stand still. Sony and Canon will respond. But Nikon seems focused on building a camera that delivers under pressure, whether that pressure comes from a roaring stadium or a demanding film set. The real question is not whether the Z9 II is powerful. The real question is whether this is the camera that finally removes the wall between photography and cinema for professionals. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video and hit the bell icon.